What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to be assembling the rear trailing arms, and we are also going to be cutting the rear subframe to mount the plate, the S1 plate, in its place already. I'm not going to be doing any welding today, but I just want to make the cut on the back. That way I can put the drive shot, the differential in place and see how it's going to be looking. So watch. All right, so trailing arms are here, one there, one here. I got my brake rotors down here, and I got my calipers. So what I'm gonna do before I take everything, put together, I'm gonna disassemble these things and I'm gonna clean them up. I already got one completely disassembled. No need to explain exactly how to do it. There's plenty of videos on YouTube how to do it. The reason why I want to do it is because these things have been in the car for like forever and they're super dirty. I'm not gonna paint them. Probably might just retouch the top, whatever. But I am going to replace the hardware for this. I think I have a set of hardware left. I'm gonna clean up these boots, clean this up, grease it up pretty good with caliper grease. My pads, they still have a lot of life left, a lot of it. So yeah, I'm gonna reuse the pads. I'm gonna clean them up, put them all together again, and get them ready to put in these things. So that's an interesting find. I guess I have to not repress, but at least tap the wheel studs, the ARP wheel studs that I put on these rear wheel bearings, because I guess they're like open out, not perfectly flat. Had some difficulties getting this thing in here, and I'm kind of guessing that one is going to be the same. Let me secure them with the screws, and we go from there. We got some lithium grease on the little screws, so we don't get stuck. One there. Anti-seize, lithium anti-seize. Good. Now we'll get now we get the correct size 2 of 4, and we're going to secure it with the drill. This one. Thing is, if you do it with a screwdriver, a big screwdriver, you run into the issue of messing up the screw itself. So nice impact with the correct size, with a correct size tip in it, will do the job. There's one. Now repeat the process on the second one. Okay, so as I expected, I did have to repress my studs. I didn't get them out. I just put a space between it and one of my wheel nuts. They are metal, good stuff, and I just ooga-dooga this crap out of it, and it went straight smooth. Same thing with the other one. So I took apart my calipers. As you can see, these other parts right here, the bolts and whatnot. I cleaned up all of the bushings, and I put some paint in them. Why? Because why not? I got the paint, I can do it, might as well. So now what we're gonna do is, I got my airline run underneath to my plasma cutter, my Chicago Electric Welding plasma cutter, my good old faithful, and we're gonna get under the car. We are going to cut the lower subframe protection. I already got it marked exactly what I'm gonna cut it. So I'm gonna get comfortable, set up the camera, and we're gonna get to cutting. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna try this one first on one line, and if it doesn't work, I got good old reliable over here to do some cutting as well. So let me get comfortable, let me get some light, we're gonna go from there. So I'm under the car right now, and a couple things that you gotta do in preparation to install the rear subframe and the subframe, in order to clear the axle once it's installed. Actually, is these ears right here, they have to be cut. There's 2 of them, one there, one right here. So they just gotta be cut around here and around the back over here. Let's do that right now. And that is 2. So now that we're done here, this is where I'm gonna be cutting. Here's one line, here's the other. So you can see 1 and 2. I'm gonna cut it straight this way with the plasma cutter to see if it does the job. And if it doesn't, then I'm just gonna grab my good or reliable, like I said, and I'm gonna go with it. So let's get to that. Okay, ground is on, protection is on, and let's try it. Let's see what's up. I was not expecting that. I think that should do it. Who has a real plate? A real mount? This guy. Now let's see the front. Nice and center, like I measure it. Yeah, good. Now if I put the diff in this thing, pretty sure it's gonna hit here. I've seen on other YouTube channels that they cut this hole right here completely. I am going to try to just hammer it in because my fuel blivet is on the inside. So let me try that first. Let's get this diff here. All right, so we just finished grinding this thing. I'm still in the floor. cleaned it up. On the outside too, I'm gonna get it straight a little bit, but cleaned it up pretty well. This I can just, yeah, nice and clean. That'll do it. That'll do the job for now. Once I start putting some more black paint in here, we should be good to go. All right, so let me get out again. Let me get this plate and see if I need to trim anymore. All right, off we go. It is touching already up there, so slowly bring it down. Hasta que se me caiga. One of my bolts. There. Oh man. Okay, so just like every other YouTube channel have done this, it is touching. So it's touching there, really pretty much at the end of the tub. So I'll say about 4 inches off the tub. Let me go to the back and let's check it out. Ha! So fucking crap. Sorry YouTube. So right there. I'm pretty sure I can go out. I'm pretty sure I can just, yeah, I should be able to just hammer in and bend it in with a hammer. Let me get this out and let's try it. Okay, so I use my drill and I mark some holes exactly where it's hitting and where I either need to bend or cut to clear the real diff. So here's what it's at. This is the closest part to the back diff. This one. These are the sides that are hitting. Literally, well, this one probably a little further forward, and this is the further back. Ooh, almost landed in my eye. And this is the further back to the tub. So what I'm thinking is, without cutting much, I am going to make a little notch here, a little notch here, and a notch here. Actually, I did say I was gonna hammer in. Frick. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Because I'm gonna have to hammer this, and I'm just gonna cut it. Screw it. And I'll make a little tub on the top, and close it with silicone and some rivet nuts. That's what I'm gonna do. Let me get this plasma cutter going again, so I can just cut easily. All right. Okay, so not to bore you with a lot of stuff that you've seen all over the internet, this is what I'm doing. I made a little cut this way, this way, this way, and hammer in from the inside here where it's touching, and I move this up. If I don't have to cut all of that, then yes, I'm gonna try the diff right now, see if it clears. If it clears, it's done. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this cut right here and make a small plate from the inside. Stand by. Okay, so it was a good concept. As you can see, now I got more visible hole in the thing, but it's still touching up there. It's just like a hair. So I am gonna have to cut that lip off. Oh well, we live and learn. YouTube told me that it's gonna be require cutting, and I didn't do it. So whatever, I tried my way. Now I'm gonna have to try their way. Man, this is getting annoying. So now I got the hole lined up, good to go. But now the diff is hitting here, and the edge, and then the other edge. It's like a hair. Now it clears on the top. We're good on the top. It's nice and flat, so I can put a nice piece of flat metal there, and we should clear. Now I gotta trim this because the bolt, I mean, it's straight, but it's not enough space to send the bolt through. So I'm gonna have to clearance this edge right here and the other side. All right, so I did what I needed to do. I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish, I believe. It was two things: trailing arms, assembled trailing arms with calipers, pretty much everything just to mount, and at the rear bracket for the differential in the back. Well, first of all, here's the things. Here's these things. The only thing I got to do is add the little stubs that go there. They just slide in there and finish pressing this thing. Or I still got to press them in completely. They're in there by hand. But that's easy. That I can do that the day that I'm mounting. So, yep, calipers on. I did add some more paint, some caliper paint as they were disassembled. I put new hardware on it. I still use the same what's the name, brake pads. I use the same brake pads because they got about 90% life, and the same rotors. These rotors were new back then, but you know, I don't do much with them. Anyways, these are good. I left the stubbies in it just in case. I don't know. I'm moving them around. The bearing doesn't come apart and, you know, break and hurts my feelings. Anyways, let's go to the back and show you what I did. There it is in all its glory. I mean, nothing new. You know, it's just an S1Built Alpha Delta7. Rear mount. It's in there. The only thing I gotta do now is those bolts in the top, those cross bolts that go on the top from there to there all the way to the back, just for extra support. But look at this. The diff is also sitting in there on its own. Well, not on its own. It's still supported by the jack, obviously, but it does have the bolts in the back already holding it. My cuts for the rear frame were a little unorthodox. I cut as little as possible, with the exception of this side. On the other side, let me show you. On this side, I cut just a little bit. Let me change this lighting. As you can see, this portion right there, it's cut enough to clear the differential on the side. And on this side, it is cut enough to clear the differential right there and to open space for me to move the bolts out. I had it just like on the other side, just right there, but there is no way that I was gonna put those bolts back in there without having to cutting and do more. All right, so the top, I cut as little as possible, and then I use a bolt hammer to tap the rest of the material in until I got enough clearance. So both sides are the same. As you can see, it's just a little hole, about 2 inches long. I mean, about 2 inches wide, 4 inches long. I'm gonna show it to you from the top, so you can see. Yeah, oh man, yeah. Anyways, here it is. That little hole right there is all you see. A lot of people cut it like all the way to like the edge. Let me get this, change these lights again. All the way to like up here and up there and whatnot, all the way to the floor. But because my fuel limit is here, I didn't want to make that big of a hole. But the cool thing is, I can make a small plate. I can definitely make a small plate and cover that up. A small little bubbled plate, just like I did that one. Right there. And cover it up. But yeah, but that's it. I accomplished what I needed to accomplish today. I am done for the day. Tropical Storm Debbie is coming. Just look at those clouds. They're moving fast. And it was raining hard and then stopped, and then raining hard and then stopped. So it's just uncomfortable to work like that. So with that said, go back to your garages, finish your projects. Don't procrastinate like I have been doing, because this thing is still not done. As you can see, it's been about a good 10 months. The thing that should be done in like a week of work. But then again, I do work. I was sick, had surgery, had a couple of things here and there, and whatever. Anyways, so stop procrastinating. Go back to your garage, finish your stuff, and see you on the other side. Whenever I finish, that didn't sound good. Anyways, finish your stuff, finish your projects, and enjoy it. So, peace.